The spirit looked into her eyes and said something no one had ever survived hearing. You may save the prince, but you will lose your life. And this time, there was no one left to run. Akwaugo stood still. The glowing pot hovered before her. The river whispered. The wind held its breath. For the first time, fear truly reached her heart. Not the fear of the forest, not the fear of the unknown, but the fear of losing herself forever. She thought about the village, the people, the prince fighting for his life. And then she thought about her own life, her dreams, her future, everything she would never see again. Tears filled her eyes, and suddenly she remembered something. A voice from long ago, her mother. True strength is not in living for yourself, but in choosing what is right, even when it costs you everything. Akwaugo closed her eyes. The fear didn't disappear, but something else grew stronger. Purpose. She stepped forward, slowly, carefully. Her hands trembled as she reached for the glowing pot, the pot of Ndu. The spirit watched her silently, waiting, judging, testing. Then Akwaugo spoke. If my life is the prize, then let it be enough. And she took the pot. The moment her fingers touched it, the river exploded with light. The ground shook. The sky darkened. Energy surged through her body like fire. She screamed, but she didn't let go. Her body began to glow, just like the water. Her strength fading, her life slipping away, but still she held on. Then, suddenly, everything stopped. The light disappeared. The river became calm again. Akwaugo fell to her knees, breathing heavily, confused, alive. She looked at her hands. She was still there, still alive. The spirit stepped closer, and for the first time, he smiled. You were willing to give up everything, the spirit said. Not for power, not for reward, but for someone else. The spirit's glow softened. This was never about sacrifice. It was about your heart. The water in the pot shimmered brighter. You have passed the test. Back in the village, the prince lay still, barely breathing. Then suddenly, Akwaugo appeared, weak but standing, holding the glowing pot. Gasps filled the air. Even Theresa's smile disappeared. Akwaugo poured the water, 1 drop, 2 drops, and then the prince's body began to glow. His chest rose, his eyes opened. Alive! The village erupted in joy. Tears, laughter, disbelief, a life restored. But across the crowd, Theresa stood frozen. Her plan had failed. The spirit's voice echoed once more. Only she could hear it. Those who send others to darkness will one day face it themselves. Her smile vanished. Fear replaced it. And for the first time, she understood. The village celebrated her, called her a hero, called her a savior. But Akwaugo, she simply smiled because she knew the truth. She didn't win because she was the strongest or the bravest. She won because when it mattered the most, she chose courage over fear and love over self. So now, let me ask you, when your moment comes, when fear stands in front of you and the cost feels too high, will you run or will you choose what is right? Because sometimes your greatest test is the one that reveals who truly you are.